Alright, hello YouTube, this is KMU bringing you some T-30. This is Tier 9 American Turreted Tank Destroyer. This is the one that leads up to the T-110E4. In this game I'm platooned with Tofu Smurf and Godsoul. And I had just received this TD and was grinding out XP towards the engine. So in this match I don't have the engine and I don't have the tracks, but I do have the 155. Which, the reason I haven't had this TD up to this point was because I was waiting to research the 155 on the T95 first. I didn't want to, I definitely didn't want to go through this and the T95 with just the 120, so I just waited till I got the 66,000 experience on the T95. So I'm using an enhanced torsion bar. I think it's 5th class. It allows me to, mount all my modules and the 155 gun without leaving the tracks. So yes. Alright, so there's a 155 at work. Smacked the Jagdpanther for 673 and tracked him so Godsoul could finish him off. Now you're about to see me take some bullshit shot that if I was playing RD, there's no way in hell I'd have made it through that little archway right there. Like, it's just my luck, man. I couldn't make that shot 1 out of like 50 times. That guy just managed to hit me and take my gunner out at the same time. So basically he just cost me 3,000 credits plus whatever the repair was. So I'm just kind of hanging back at this point, seeing what numbers we've got, what tanks we've got where. Start seeing quite a few tanks up on hill. We only have 2 TDs and a medium. So I'm going to make a move here in a second. I'm going to push out around the building and just turn into aggressive heavy style. To me, this plays like a heavy. I mean, let's face it, it used to be a heavy. The only difference between what it used to be and what it is the turret is slow and it has a longer reload, but the alpha is high, so you can still play it as a heavy, but you have to be very conservative in it. You can't go charging into 4 tanks. You kind of have to pick your battles, and you kind of want to be able to either be hold down or get back behind some cover after you shoot. So I smack the T-34 and I track him, and my buddy Godsoul's got my back. Boom, there he goes. So now we've got a Lova in front of us. Got an IS-3 charging up the middle. Like, well, I don't want to turn around and do this low my butt, so I'm going to finish him off, and then if I have to, I'll return to base. And kind of screwed up by trying to aim around that Jagdpanther 2. So I start telling those guys on the corner to go back in the base, and I notice they'll start driving that way. So I'm going to continue to push with the IS-3. There's no point in going back, I'm too slow. Yeah. So I decided to try and be sneaky and cut through here, but I forgot that I don't have the top tracks, and this thing turns almost as bad as the T95. Not quite, but almost. So, I want you guys to pay attention to this mini-map. You see this GW Panther, I noticed him there, so I'm going to pay attention. I want to if he goes this way or that way. I saw him turn left, then he gets lit up again, and I'm like, okay, now I need to pay attention to whether he turns left or right here. If he turns left, I need to be prepared for it. So, and there he goes, he's coming for me, and because I could just see what was going through this guy's head. He's like, oh man, I'm gonna go get behind that really hurt T-30 and shoot him in the ass. He's not gonna be paying attention to the minimap, because let's face it, most puppies don't pay attention to the minimap. You can tell. Just sit there and watch sometimes, and you can tell they're getting shot from the left, but they're looking in front of them, or they're looking to the right, where there's nothing. So, you know, it's really annoying sometimes. But alright, so as you guys know, normally I start these recordings with about 10 seconds left on the countdown, because let's face it, I usually run out of stuff to say by the time action starts, and sitting here watching my tanks is very boring. But I have an announcement. Tomorrow at 5 p.m. Pacific time, it was at daylight, no, yeah, it's daylight time now, so Pacific Daylight Savings Time, I'm going to stream.
Let's go.
I'll post a link down to my Twitch TV channel in the description of this video, and y'all can stop by. I might start earlier, but I'll definitely be on by 5, and we're gonna stream for 3-4 hours worth of tanks. I may do some like Path of Exile or something else afterwards, but Tofu should be on, so should Gwyn, and maybe some other people from the BT SSGS family. So y'all should check it out. Stop by, ask us your questions. I will. One of the things I'm gonna do tomorrow after I wake up is set up my dual monitors so I can watch chat and play at the same time instead of having to tab out like I normally do when I stream. And it should be fun. Really looking forward to it. I haven't got to stream for quite a while now. It's probably been close to a year, just due to work schedule and moving to Washington and then moving back from Washington and all of that. It's just been crazy. So at the start of this battle, I noticed it's just me and this T-29 and this T-34. So I'm gonna play defensive at the start. There's no point in pushing out with this T-30 out in the middle of that, especially with 4R. So I give their T-29 a little love tap, and then our stock T-29 is going to go give them a little, there it is. So, if you notice, we've already lost our Lorraine for a, what is that, Pershing. And it's not looking so good for the rest of our tanks over there. Lost our Type 59. About to lose those light tanks. Tucked in here. I decided to try and be super pro sniper with the T-30, which, let's face it, probably not the wisest decision. Just wasted 1,000+ credits on that. So, yeah, so like at this point I'm like, oh great, we're gonna get rolled on that side, so I'm gonna kinda, like, I wanna peek and try and light something if at all possible, but, you know, that T-29's hanging back. He doesn't want any more of this gun. So I'm just going to kind of speed this up a bit because there's kind of a lot of just this general peeking around the corner and stuff. And I don't want to get too far away from base just in case they manage to push by our last defense there, so I can try and, you know, make it back to base if I have to, because let's face it, I'm slow. But I noticed that we get a tie, or we're close to tying it up, and it looks like we're going to have that covered. We've got Ferdinand and the IS-6 looking there, and I know we got a T-34 and a T-29 over here, so I'm going to push it. I tried to use my good mojo from my ISU and fire with full reticle there, and it didn't work out, so as soon as we delight here, I'm going to move up to this next rock because I don't want to be hanging out in the same area with 4RD. Because let's face it, if they pushed up behind their tanks and they're over here, they've got decent shots at me behind that rock. So I took just a little too long here. I should have taken a shot just a little bit earlier, but whatever. He didn't do any damage again, so. He decides to give me a good little cupola shot right there. Already splashing them, and I really don't want to spend the shell for 69 HP T-29. Oh, hey look, Look what I
The
found.
driver's a goner. They're knocked out.
Now this T-29 thinks he's gonna be smart and hit me on my reload, but hey look, I got T-34 behind me. So I'm taking shots in the butt and I really don't want to sit there, but instead I end up pulling out in front of this SU-152. Now, if you notice that shell, it curved to the right, man. It was like throwing a curveball. Did not want to fly straight whatsoever. So Godsoul tells me he's got this kill, so I'm going to just start driving. There's no point in sitting out there. You know, Artie's already been trying to shoot me. I'm not going to hang out and wait for them to get lucky and land a shot. So we're going to speed this up a bit because I'm slow. And climbing this hill is a pain in the butt. So I'm just cruising up here, seeing what I can see. Spot a Panther 2. And goodbye, Panther 2.
We've lost the track.
Now,
One of our tracks is damaged.
I know. I just wasted 3,000 credits to repair a track, but there you go. So now I've got a personal vendetta against this SU-8. He just gave me damage and made me spend a lot of credits, so I'm gonna kill him. So I know the Lova's in no place to really cause me any harm. Plus he's dead now. So I'm just gonna come peek. I really want this SU-8, so I didn't want to shoot at the M7. And there he is. So it's not bad. We managed to turn this around from we were down 1 kill to 4 kills, and now we're up 14 to 8. This IS-6 from Havoc did a very good job. So yeah, don't forget to check out the live stream tomorrow, 5 o'clock Pacific Daylight Time, or Daylight Savings Time. Maybe earlier, but definitely by 5. And I'll put a link in the description. And thank you all for watching, and y'all have a good day.